Hey,
Sorry
hey,
for the
hey.
delay, but I'm here with the ladies, here to discuss this week's episode of Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 12, the five love languages. And we're just going to get into it. We don't really got no time to waste. Get the ladies' opinions on things. I'm going to say, for the most part, we were at dinner for half the episode. So that's what we're going to see is the couples at the dinner. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was at dinner most of the time.
Right, and then the little activities the other half. So there we go. So replay gang, be sure to like the video, subscribe, check out all the ladies' channels, and subscribe to everyone if you can. Hype me up and all the things. We started off with Dr. Bernard. He was telling Angel that he's coming on the trip, and Angel had actually invited him the week before. So he said, "Oh, it's a couples trip here." Later on, he tried to say something different, but since they're in a situationship, she told him, "Listen, I'm gonna get you your own room." What do y'all think about Dr. Bernard coming and him coming on the second day of the trip, letting her know? Go ahead,
Dr.
Candy.
Bernard is giving F boy. Okay, let's keep it real. If they really been together on and off for 9 years, he's giving F boy. He's giving I'm playing with your feelings. It's giving situationship. And don't pop up on me no second day. How I feel about Dr. Bernard. I thought I was gonna be more, I mean, I guess I'll be more excited when we get to next week, but this week I was like, he got a nerve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anybody else got any thoughts?
Yeah, he came with attitude. I was like, you can go home. We don't want that energy here. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
I felt.
And I don't even like your outfit, so there's that.
Yeah.
He did brush his hair, but I
Yeah,
digress.
you wouldn't even match my fly, so yeah, no.
He didn't brush his hair last time, and he didn't brush his hair now.
Oh, I thought y'all said he needed a haircut. Damn, the brush in the hair.
Oh yeah, that too.
Damn.
Hey, Elsie, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And do what Elsie said: like,
Hello.
share, subscribe, and hype.
Okay.
Hey.
Hype me up.
Yup.
So we get
Hey.
to dinner. Brandy shares that her husband is coming the next day because of their lack of childcare. We know that they got 4 kids under 6 or something like that, which woof. And she was complaining. Well, she mentioned that the other lady's children are older, so they don't quite they don't remember what it's like to have all these young children. But I'm like, Angel's kids is kind of young, and so is Mimi's. But I mean, I guess they have childcare. They have a village, and she said they don't. Now she has a nanny who works, but she said her nanny works business hours, 9 to 5. That's it. She got a life too. She ain't trying to watch the
Mm-hmm.
kids on the weekend. But I really didn't see the point of her husband coming, honestly, for just a day. I feel like I appreciate the effort and the thought, but you could just stay home at the house. Ain't even no point in you coming, in my opinion. What did y'all think about Brandy or her husband coming late?
I mean, we saw that the last episode 2 days ago, so we know that was happening. But I think the unexpected thing that I didn't expect was his flight to get delayed. So that's pushing it back even more. So all the time was spent at the airport, so he couldn't really enjoy it. I think I
Mm-hmm.
would have went home, but I guess he had to show his face for the
Right?
show. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just would have
Yeah, I
said,
think
babe,
he was just
I couldn't make it. So sorry.
I think he was just trying to save face and be supportive of his wife because I feel like, especially as a newbie and she's supposed to be, a full time cast member, you got to show up and, because, you see how these ladies be talking and acting, especially Victoria's old janky behind. So I feel
Yeah.
like he's more for that than anything.
Yeah. Candy?
I'm glad he came because I would have wanted mine to come. So I ain't mad at it, but the fact that he has hours versus a whole day says a whole lot. However, what was going on around that time where everybody's flight was delayed? Well, what was going on?
Because Jamaica had those hurricanes and everything, and they still recovering.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, because I wouldn't want to be solo dolo the entire time. So I appreciate the effort. And the other ladies should understand, they had little kids. They know what childcare is. Contessa kids just grew up. We saw them grow up,
Right.
and she has what, three? She has 3 kids. So I mean, that's just one short. So she should understand. But I mean, I don't know if she had an issue with it, but you know, I don't know. But she got 4 of them things, so that's a different ball game.
Or
Especially with
really,
her not having any family, and they don't have any family nearby
that's the
or anything
problem.
Mm-hmm.
like that. So it's like, because Angel has kids, small children.
Yeah,
Because
He
you have
be
to hire
her
somebody
kids
to take them overnight.
Yeah, I feel like if you
yeah,
have a nanny, your nanny for if you sign up for, and I know Kenny didn't agree last week, but I feel like if you sign up for a show like this where you know that you're going to have to travel, then you should have childcare in place. Like your nanny's going
yeah.
to have to get some overtime. So I
I
feel like,
agree.
Emergency child, emergency child
Mm-hmm.
care, like just in case of
yeah,
the like uncertainties. Like, okay, I need somebody for this weekend, so you might have
right.
your main nanny and like a
Mm-hmm.
backup nanny or something, child.
Yeah, this is not
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Atlanta where you estranged on your husband. Like they actually want people married on this show. So if you're gonna be married, your husband got to show up. Even
Yeah.
Curtis is showing face. So it's like you're gonna have to need that.
Okay. Yeah, but I agree. You know, she should have had make some arrangements. Like you got employees that could assist you out. Ask them to throw you a bone. You know, like something. And then you need to alley you ask somebody you trust. If nothing else, you know, you got to worry about vetting a child care provider. You know, you could ask one of your coworkers to babysit child. I don't know. That's 4 kids is a lot for first of all,
Yeah, no, we
Right.
gotta
and yeah,
Especially close in
we got
age. Like,
better with
yeah, 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 yeah. They close.
especially them little ones.
yeah,
I need.
I
Hmm.
personally wouldn't want to, but that's
But
just
she
me.
should have. I was gonna at first. I was gonna ask how long in advance they knew about the trip, but like
It
Shayna said,
seemed like it was a last minute thing, though.
okay. But like you
'Cause
said, with
everybody,
them coming on the show, you should know they're gonna take a trip. Like you should know we're gonna take a girls trip. We're gonna take a couples trip. So
Yeah, you
right?
took
Yeah, but
time off work.
they still have
right.
school.
You closed you took time off work, so
Right.
hmm
you
Soon as she got
knew.
the show, she should have been starting to like screen
Mm-hmm.
people and
Yeah.
test people out and see if she could
I
figure out
mean,
something.
if the budget provides for them, you never know people's budget is.
Listen, we're gonna have to make it work.
They
Yeah,
worth it.
use your
We'll
Affirm
pay her.
card, get
Okay.
Afterpay.
Well, they don't get paid yet for
Florida,
this show.
Yeah, but
Florida, a
something
little
got to give
something.
though.
Yep,
Something got to give.
said in Jamaica, hurricanes and times with less air traffic controllers.
Okay. Because
Okay.
she
Okay,
was
so
only
this one
going
was
for 2 days
okay.
to begin with. Because she said she wanted to
Yeah.
be back with kids to go to school. So she was only going for 2 days. You
Right.
could have
Mm-hmm.
somebody for 2 days. It's not like, I don't know.
Right.
Ain't mind my
Because I
business.
was fine with the I want to see my kids going to school, especially at that
Absolutely.
young. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine. But him only coming for a day, that even but without regardless of the flight being delayed, because stuff like that can
Mm-hmm.
happen. That's why you need more than one day. It still
Right.
didn't make sense to go for a day. Like I'm not getting
It
on no plane
didn't.
and exhausting myself for a couple hours. I mean,
I
I know
wouldn't
she
either, but I was happy for her to have him there because them ladies just be a-holes, child.
Well, wait
They'd
till
have been talking
Jamaica.
about her for
Hell no.
weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it's
It's
like a 2.5 hour flight from Atlanta, so I don't know.
nope, ain't gonna do it.
I mean, I
He
wouldn't
missed
do
all
it,
the
but
couple stuff. Everything that they did as a couple, he missed. So he got there kind of when it didn't really matter.
Yeah, because they end up splitting up. I'd be like, girl, me and him finna be in this room,
right.
okay, we
Knocking over
handle it
furniture
in every corner,
and eating
okay?
snacks. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
I'll catch up with y'all when he leave, because
Pretty
yeah,
much.
we don't get to do this. We don't get to do this too often.
I think
Might
this is
miss
him
around and have
leaving
another
together.
Hmm.
Might have more children if they did that. Thanks for
Child.
stopping
Yes,
by,
baby. Okay, because he cannot stay off of that lady, baby. No matter what
Okay.
anyone else thinks of her, Jackie think about her neck. That man cannot stay off of her. Okay,
Okay. And he got them big old legs and them arms. I said, damn, he big.
baby, they
Yeah.
love them some Shamar. The people was looking at Shamar and said, "Y'all, because he get people pregnant. Don't look at that man."
Okay. He is a little fertile. Because everybody was looking, the men, the women, everybody, dogs, cats. I was like, dang. We must not
Yeah.
have had no eye candy or married to medicine in a while, the way y'all acting.
Okay.
Hello?
Everybody was
Oh, the last thing they had was freaking King, and I mean,
That didn't
they
last long.
King ruined that.
they was looking at that body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that
that
skin, because
personality is.
it's yeah.
Yeah. Personality will ruin it.
And that chocolate skin, but yeah.
Yeah, the face is just tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Steve. I'm like, he's decent, but he ain't,
I mean, he
He's
does
the
Steve is
Tony
a
the
certain
Tiger.
type. Steve is a certain type of aesthetic, baby, because the way his face is so chiseled, looking like
Tony
handsome
the Tiger.
Squidward.
tall. And he tall.
They're
That's a certain
great.
aesthetic.
like that.
Not Tony the Tiger. He looked like handsome Squidward to me. But
Ooh.
Anyway,
he too.
So Toya starts a couples game. She wants to know what each person's love language is, and did their spouse do their love language today. Example: her love language is acts of service. Eugene's is words of affirmation. We know he probably ain't never ever got his love language in this entire marriage. Um, then
No.
Cecil, he don't know Simone's love language after 100 years of marriage, miserable marriage. He don't know her love language, but is anybody surprised?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Maybe I'm surprised he admitted it, but I mean, then again, not that either.
That part.
Simone was just like, he told her the food came, and once the food came, he was like, "You can come out and eat," and that was the most romantic thing he did this whole trip. Yikes!
They said they're gonna be honest if they don't do nothing else.
If she like it, I love it. So yeah,
she doesn't like it.
If she like it,
that's what I
she
said.
love it.
They being honest.
Like it, she love it. Look, I don't know.
No, she don't.
But she made it very clear she hates it.
She on the misery loves company ship, and we made us. Well, not us. They made her stay there.
Well, she made herself stay there. Ain't nobody make her stay. Right. Yeah. I mean, they did put a helping hand in. But,
yeah, they put a foot in her back, and she's like, "All right, all right, all right." I'd have been down to that lawyer getting them papers drawn
and that's
up.
why these fans be saying stuff, and then you want to get online to defend yourself. Y'all look stupid. Do better. Look, like I say, do better.
So, yeah. Because once you start defending him, like, all right, well, then suffer then. We don't care.
All right. I don't want to hear nothing about you talking about getting your own place or thinking about separating or getting divorced.
Ever again, actually. I don't want to hear it until the divorce is finalized. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Okay.
Now, Quad says she needs to be affirmed, and we know King is not doing that. And Contessa, she caught on. She like something is on for them too. Like, her husband is. Scott didn't notice, but she was like, "Nah, something's going on." We could tell that they ain't really together. They were just together for show.
I mean, they could be together, but they could also be going through it after that IVF crap.
I think they were done at this point.
Yeah, that's the feeling they're giving us.
I think they were saving face just to finish out the contract and the season.
Because that last conversation that they had about the girls' trip, when she was asking for some of his fish out his plate, they was looking like they weren't really together like that no more. Mm-hmm. In my opinion.
I mean, he's been so nasty, so rude. So Heavenly said that hers is physical touch, and Damon touched her that morning. I said, yuck. I wish she would stop telling us about.
No, anyway.
Yuck.
They married with 3 children.
I don't need individuals, just like when Simone and Cecil was getting all graphic. Like, it's just some people I don't mind, and some others I'm like, I don't want to hear it, please. Something about Damon with those eyes, those fish eyes, I just don't.
Did y'all catch Damon when he was in the hotel room and he was gaped open? And I said, I hope they paid attention to what I was talking about last time, because
no, I missed it again.
Maybe. You so silly.
He is a cute. They be hopping around like it's hanging and heavy down there. So
it must be the way Heavenly act. It got to be.
When she keep giggling and snicking and giggling. So.
Her man. Yeah. I mean, she did trap him with a baby, so something must be going on.
No. She sat over there and he waited for Jesus to talk to him for 3 hours, and Jesus ain't say nothing. God didn't say nothing. So he said,
she said she trapped him under them bleachers.
I cannot.
I don't be listening to Heavenly like that.
He's a doctor. He don't have to be trapped. He could just pay.
Sometimes Heavenly be over exaggerating.
I feel like he give me them old school values. Like, nah, we're gonna make this work, and it worked. But Curtis also said his was physical touch, and Jackie said, "Well, then she must be."
We know yours is physical touch. That's why you was caught in the airport with that young lady. Like, cut the crap.
Mo, I cannot. But you're not wrong.
Child.
I roll my eyes when you say that. I'm like, oh, you know.
I feel like that's most men except for Dr. Eugene.
You ain't giving it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. I think most men is physical touch, because Steve said it too. So I'm like, I think pretty much majority of men is physical touch.
Yeah.
And we know Curtis gets
touch. Yeah, we know. Yeah,
Scott too, I think.
What's his name?
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Because he's out. I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, yep. Got 2 Scorpios in my life. Yeah.
At least Jackie said, "I don't remember the last time I touched you." So I mean, he must be going back too far.
Whoa.
He ain't never home. What's she touching?
Because he getting touched elsewhere. Okay.
Okay.
And he is
Talking about golf tournament or whatever.
Right.
In
Boy,
Canada.
right.
please.
In Canada. Boy, if you don't sit your
What?
ass down, if you don't go find
That's still
Tiger
gotta,
Woods down here in Georgia somewhere,
yeah,
Right.
that's still
you go
gotta
play with
research
them.
that time.
He was
Uh
mad he had to leave the trip early. Like,
huh.
okay, I guess he
I
had to
was in
finish.
first place. You
Right.
should have stayed where
Were
you
you
was and finished
though?
then.
Right.
Please.
Get
This
out
could have
my
been
face.
girls trip 2.0, but okay.
I think Jackie had to reset. Like, you can do whatever you want to do, just don't embarrass me again.
Yeah,
Probably.
The whole
I think
reset.
so. Yeah,
Hmm.
And
definitely.
show up when it's time to film. And that's
Yep.
it.
I don't know why
That's
he
what it's
complained
giving.
about her working too much. Then she stopped working, and now he ain't never home. Like Curtis,
She ain't stopped working. Jackie is the person that does not stop working. You
She
really
slowed down some because
held it
she
back,
slowed down, but she didn't. Right, I would say she ain't completely stopped.
no, she
but
didn't
she
stop.
scaled back when she didn't
She
need
did.
to.
Yep.
Well, she scaled back. We need to see her and Curtis go out on a damn date. How about that?
The minute she scaled back, he all of a sudden had business trips with no
Yep.
business.
Oh, how convenient.
So I'm like,
Hmm.
now Mimi said that
Yikes.
she likes affirmations, and Steve started hollering a bunch at the table. It just felt performative to me. I don't know. It didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it was like he had a paintbrush and was stroking her ego and trying to stroke everybody's ego too. Yeah, no.
Child, they like it. I love it. That's what they do in their household, I guess.
Right. The love language conversation, but I'm like, I don't understand. My love language is all of them. I don't know about y'all.
Me too.
Now if that's how they behave all the time, cool. But it just seemed like he was laying it on thick,
He
Yeah.
was.
It's a,
He
and
was
then I
being a
guess he's
ham.
an ex football player, so maybe that's the macho man. I don't know.
Performative. He just
Yeah.
gives performative.
Yeah. It's like everything he does it feels inauthentic. But Toya calls Mimi out for her comments. She said, "You said that I'm not safe or whatever," and then Mimi was like, "No, I asked you. I asked, is Toya a safe friend?" Which she did, but I do feel like Mimi kind of downplayed it a little bit. Like,
He
yeah, you
did.
did, but you know
Hmm.
you were lying. And Simone was like, "Wait a minute, I ran it back exactly how you said it. I
No,
said it."
you did not, Simone.
No, you didn't, Simone. But you got. But the jest was like, is she safe friend for us the
I
trip,
took it how Mimi
hosting the trip?
meant it, but mm,
Yeah, hosting. Is she a safe friend by hosting the trip or
But she's
something?
not a safe friend.
Mm-mm.
Toya is
she's not.
nobody's friend.
Right. She's not a safe person. She's not Angel to be exact. Like
Right,
she's not
right,
Angel's friend. However, I saw how you did Angel. You just met her. So what make you think, no, she's not a safe friend because she
mhm,
playing games the way she did. Like, yeah,
right.
this ain't safe.
She did the same thing to Mimi when she did with Sweet Tea. She was all in Sweet Tea's face when it came to Quad, because Quad was on the outs with the whole group. And yeah, and she almost lost her job. And when she did with Sweet Tea, came on the show, and then the next season after that, she like her and Sweet Tea got into it, has a little tiff. I thought they was besties,
Who
but I
almost
don't know.
lost their job?
Quad, look, Quad,
The DM.
yeah,
Married to Medicine. Okay, okay.
married to
I'm like, hold a
medicine.
minute.
Remember when Sweet Tea came on? It seemed like
I thought you were
they
talking about Mimi almost lost her job. I
no, no, no,
misunderstood
no,
what you
no,
were
no, no,
saying.
no, no,
Yeah.
Okay.
no. I just said she did the same thing to Mimi when she did to Sweet Tea. How they
Yeah.
was
She
all
does it to
buddy buddy and
everybody.
chummy chummy,
She
and
did
then
that
next
to
season it's like
Toya
something.
does that to everybody. She did that with Anila too. She
She sure
be
did. She
Yeah,
did Anila the
Anila.
worst, I think.
Yeah, I said Neil had it
hmm
worse
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
the
for
But
formula.
sure.
Mimi also played a part because Mimi was trying to get full time
Yep, she was.
position. So she was
He was
She's not innocent. But I mean,
nah, she
No.
was
Oh,
running up
I
Toya's behind. She was.
Yeah,
but
but
she's not a safe friend. But when Toya called her a B and told her to get out, she was off of her right then.
right. It was out. It was
Yep.
a wrap after that.
Yeah. So
it'd
she
be a wrap for
never
me too.
The
Like,
doctor
girl,
said,
like
"Oh
what?
hell no!" Because how did I
Because
get in this?
right, because even Brandy was lumped into it. Like you even call me no bees, but Brandy is new, so she don't know no better. But
And she's Toya's friend.
okay.
Mimi's still fairly new. I mean, she said she not, but she is newer to
She
me.
just on her second season, child.
Right. And
And
that's
you
what
was a
her
friend.
best time.
And you was a friend of, and didn't she come in halfway through the season last season? Or
Yeah,
am I
like she
tripping?
didn't even
Yeah, she came through halfway. Yep,
No,
cause
okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like I don't mind Mimi being on the show, but she did come in when she's talking to Toya, like you're talking to her like you're her psychiatrist or her therapist or whatever, talking down to her,
Yeah.
almost like you're a child, like she's your
She
child.
just need to work on it. She just need to work on turning it off when we
But she
on.
doesn't. She
Yeah.
does.
She
Toya
does.
is the only one she does like that because Toya needs it. Toya needs an
Yeah.
accountability partner. Toya needs a babysitter. Toya needs to be held accountable. She's the
Yeah.
and
And
she
she do that to
handles.
Heavenly too. She
But
Mimi
because
talk to Heavenly
Heavenly
like that
is,
too.
but because Heavenly wants to be, she wants that. Toya don't want
Mm-hmm.
it. Heavenly
Mm-hmm.
wants it because if anything, Heavenly like, don't talk to me. You ain't got to do me like that. Heavenly would tell you don't do that. Heavenly
Right.
wants it. She wants somebody to take her away when she's getting riled up. She wants that. Toya
That
don't want it.
correction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toya don't want it.
Toya didn't mind it last season until she started doing it to her.
Yeah.
Right.
But shit, Toya needs it though, because anybody talk to their husband the way they talk, girl, you need somebody to correct you and hold you accountable. Because why
But
you talking to your husband like that?
Eugene.
You wouldn't do that in front of me, girl. She'll be pissed with me. No, ma'am.
Now we get to this game where they was raising the red flags. They said something about the red flag. And this is where Toya, I don't know why she put herself on blast, but she brought up the whole ordeal with Angel and how she broke girl code and all the things. Even Eugene, everybody started
Everybody said red flag. She ain't know how to handle that.
waved his red flag. I was like, Eugene was in that now, But and they didn't even Angel didn't even mention where she was inappropriate. And she said, "Oh, and how was she in bed?" Because I would have thrown that out.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
you were so wrong, like beyond wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't
That's
take
because
no.
Toya was trying to flip the
And
narrative.
rude.
She said something about boundaries, and I was like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" And she gave that example. I'm like, "That don't even go together." But okay.
Talking about I did this when I was younger. And then even Brandy was like, girl, what is you talking about? Why did you bring it up?
I think in this moment, in this scene or this dinner, Brandy was opening her eyes because later on she was too. But especially Toya saying it's kitty and all that. Like, girl, the more you talking, the worse you making it. Like, it's not making no sense. And then Angel never even met the person, so it's like all of this for what? And then Angel had to say, "Listen, look, I've been engaged, I've been married. I didn't need your help hooking me up with nobody. So what do you think this is?" And I'm just like, look,
Hmm. And then
She
in the
just was being
confessional, Toya said
respectful.
she was on some bullshit. She said that in the
It
confessional.
was.
Yes.
She
So,
did.
like, why, girl, child?
Talking about being shady, whatever. Girl, ugh.
Yeah, we
right,
knew that. We knew you were, but you just
We
decided
called
to
it.
tell us in the confessional. But we already knew it when you did it.
right,
Problem was, it was highly
Just like at
inappropriate.
her
That's the
house.
problem.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just like at her house when she was mad at Eugene and she flipped it on Heavily and Mimi and them. I was like,
yeah,
I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. Like, what's going on here? Like, she always trying to flip it.
right,
You
Yep.
embarrassed and you know you're wrong. Just say it.
right.
Accountability.
I started listening to Erica De Niro's her review. I didn't finish it, but she did make mention like, what if that man was dangerous? What if he put his hands on Toya after that? Like, it could have been way more serious than we even think because you put it out there. Like, why did you?
Mm.
How was that necessary? Like, you wanted to cause a scene, then you brought it back up unprovoked. Nobody asked you about this, and if they knew the
True.
whole entire conversation, them flags would have been on fire.
Okay.
The red, right? The green and the red.
Like, girl, what are you like trying to? You still trying to? Even when she was, I bet on the reunion, she's still going to try to justify this. And I just
Mm-hmm.
and call
There's
somebody.
no
Can't
way.
justify that.
It's
Yeah.
just no way. And and she tried to justify it by throwing it. Well, I did this when our 20s and 30s when I was running the streets. And what does that have to do with her?
Right,
If she wants to run the streets when she's 50 and 60, guess what? That's her. That's
right,
her.
She made it
If she
seem like
wants
she
three
was
and four
being
men,
sneaky.
if she wants 3 and 4 men when she's 40, 50, 60, that's her. That has nothing to do with you. That's her preference. Dear heart,
Hmm.
calm
Okay.
down.
single woman. Toya just got something against single people. I don't know what it is. Like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She does. She does. Because they free to live and do what they want to do.
right, and she's
Okay.
seen
Especially
everybody
when they
looking.
popping.
Right, she's seen everybody looking when Angel was wearing that dress at her event.
Mm-hmm.
Even Eugene looked at the
Yeah.
side of his eyes. She was like, "Wait a minute, let
But
me
she
try
Yeah.
to."
made it seem
Nobody
like
want Eugene. Yeah.
Angel was being
Girl.
sneaky. Like, oh, I used to do that back in the days and tell my girlfriend not to tell I'm messing with so and so. I'm like, that ain't even what she did though. Like, if she's
Exactly.
dating, she
Right.
can date. You
Exactly.
introduce him to the guy, and all she has to do is be transparent. Like nobody said anything about being sneaky. If she's seeing somebody else, she's seeing somebody else. It's called dating. It's
Exactly.
not.
People
Right.
get confused with dating, thinking you sleeping around and all this stuff. You don't know.
Yeah.
You just dating. You know,
No.
I'm sure the man is dating too. Whoever he
Right.
is, never even met him.
You got to figure out, do I like you before I even get anywhere near a commitment? Like, what are we
Might not
talking
like each
about?
other at all. They might not get past the phone conversation, and then
Right. Or he might
Okay.
not like her. Who
That
right,
knows?
part.
yeah, it could go either way. But we didn't.
Child.
We never got there.
Thank
Like
goodness, child, because Toya making a mountain out of a molehill.
right,
Okay.
and I
She,
would
you make that even worse.
right. But I'm like, if anybody's trying to be friend Toya, like, listen, if she can't respect her own husband, she's not going to respect you. So I don't know why you think coming in that she's gonna be some kind of friend. They come in thinking she's gonna be a friend. No, she's not.
Maybe that's why that words of affirmation
And
was
I hate
killing me.
when
I was like, really, Dr. Eugene? Do you like a spicy woman or do you like words of affirmation? Because them two things, I don't even know if they go
boy,
together.
we ain't here told
Okay.
you give you no affirmation not once on this show. Only
Not
time she gave you
now.
affirmation was to eat a biscuit. You look hungry, eat
Oh.
a biscuit. Not,
I know, cause I always wondered, like, what I said before, like, what does Eugene's mom think about Toya? But you know what? Maybe
Mhm.
Eugene's mom was talking the same way. That's where he get this, cause
Could
crazy.
be.
I'm
Yep.
like,
I would say, yeah.
Sometimes.
Mm.
Nobody want their son to be treated and talked to any kind of way. Like,
yeah,
no, you ain't,
I mean,
I
if
don't
he
do it.
like
You
it, I
ain't
ain't
finna
go.
do it. Yeah, no.
so yeah,
Toya
Listen, he
don't like
grown.
when
If he
nobody
like
match
it,
her
I ain't going to get in the
energy.
middle of it.
yeah,
Shit
cause after
me.
a
I'm
while,
gonna tell you. Don't let nobody talk. Especially if you paying the bills, you the breadwinner. If married to medicine in the day, girl, you
mhm,
gonna look at me and depend on me for everything. So regardless of the fact, you don't talk to nobody any kind of way. You just don't handle
I
people like
mean, you
that.
can tell him that, but at the end of the
yeah,
day, they grown. So if he gonna take it, he gonna take it. Like
Yeah.
I
here's
taught
it
you this
now.
way,
Yeah,
Listen, I know mine, but not. Let me find out.
right.
Candy.
Reckoning
You can be with all
Candy,
you want. I
Candy
don't have.
gonna knock all that stuff over. Like what?
is.
I guess Candy ain't gonna be coming to the house cooking dinners with her daughter-in-law.
Mm-mm. Uh-uh. My baby can come right up. Look at me. I'm one of them mama. My baby can come right up here and get something to eat.
Oh Lord,
Oh
goodbye.
man,
Causing trouble now.
Cause
She causing trouble.
you ain't finna do my treat my son any kind of way, especially when he don't deserve it.
Okay.
What if he
Now,
like that though? Eugene is
no, he
giving
don't
he
like
like
it.
it.
He
yeah,
don't
How do
especially
like
you
it.
know?
because Eugene don't deserve it. Like if your son was raggedy, then I'd be like, girl, well. But Eugene hasn't
Hmm.
actually done anything, but tried to defend Toya, and then she got him looking crazy.
And he
That
defend her
part.
to a fault.
That's
Like she be
That part.
wrong.
yeah, she be wrong. Now Jackie called a meeting for the ladies for the Met Gala. Basically, she said nothing was done. Well, that's what you get for putting Toya in charge. And Brandy was like, look, y'all want our money, but us newbies haven't been invited to anything. So I don't even know what I'm contributing to because you haven't asked our opinions on anything. So, but you asking us for money. Now that's why I was like, okay, Brandy waking up because she don't want to give Toya her money. Nobody want to give Toya their money. I wouldn't give Toya any
They
money.
not having proper meetings about it. So that's
Right.
one.
And we just had this conversation at Jackie's scrub shoot about assigning duties, so getting together and talking it out, and you still not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And
You don't have
why
nobody
were
linked
the
in.
newbies at the scrub thing? Like why were they left out? If you're gonna ask them for the same amount that you're asking for everybody else, if you ask them for a lesser amount because they're new, fine. But you're asking for the
Listen,
same
Jackie says she only got 4 or 5 scrubs to go around. Okay, she gonna have to get them on something else.
amount. Plus she said Angel got her own scrub, so there's that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
But I mean, Heavenly and Toya start fussing. Eugene comes in to intervene and get in women's business again. He tells Toya they go into the room. Toya was like, "No, I'm not going nowhere. Only Heavenly saying something." And I was like, "Eugene, oh my god!" Like even now,
Embarrassing.
God, you can't go to your husband right now. Now you know they're gonna drag him again. She don't listen. Nothing got resolved. The cat start eating the food. She allergic to cats. It's a sign. Any thoughts on
Mm-mm.
Eugene jumping in and
Because that
inserting
cat
himself?
said, "Take your ass to the room." That's what the cat said.
Baby, the way Eugene was breaking camp to get up out of there, because he claimed he was flaming and boiling. Eugene, please be quiet. You don't realize your wife is wrong. Your wife, they own your wife head top because she did not want to give up the money for the past two galas.
Yeah, they
That's
just
why they
match
own
the
her head.
energy. They're just matching her energy she gave out.
Right.
So,
That's why they own her head.
and
She
she
wanted
don't
to
like when
give
nobody match
wine,
her
and you
energy.
cool with the she gave wine. She gave
But he
wine that
keeps
was free.
saying, right?
Right.
He keeps saying she can handle herself, so why you keep hopping up for her? Let her handle
Thank
herself
you.
then.
No other
I
husband.
like Damon. What Damon said this whole episode. I was with Damon this episode. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
when it come to this, because you John. That's why they call him you John, and you act like what did Tessa say? You act like a big barley beat.
Like a big
Mhm.
bitch.
yeah,
It was
I
something.
remember that.
And then it's like, your wife be wrong. Your wife be starting stuff with having, like, the ladies go through what they go through. I don't know why you're getting yourself
I'm
all
like, do
riled
you
up.
even watch the episodes back? I don't think you watch the episodes back
Nah, probably not.
because Toya be saying some wild shit.
Right.
I
He
ain't
could have
gonna
just
hold you. I
gone
be
to the
like,
room without saying nothing to her. If it was bothering him that bad, you take your ass upstairs and go lay
Right.
down then.
And Heavenly is a lot. She is a lot.
Yes,
She
she
a
But
is.
lot.
Heavenly was right.
Hey,
Heavenly was right.
yeah. Even Quiet had to be like Heavenly, just let her talk. I mean, I understand your spouse is getting yelled at. You feel like shit they getting
Right.
jumped on. You like, okay, I want to say something, but at this point, I think he's talking about the wine. I guess because it makes him look bad because he's supposed to be the breadwinner. She just stay home.
Exactly. It
Now it
makes
look
Yeah.
him
like
look bad.
your husband didn't donate no money. Why he didn't donate nothing?
Nope. And
So
he's
now
the doctor. He's the medicine of the Med Gala.
he ain't talking about some wine. Like, first of all, did anybody ask? Nobody even wants
They
the wine.
didn't ask for the wine. Heavenly
Nope.
told him that. Anybody want that shit?
then
Right,
you talking
And Toya
about
might have not been giving her that energy at the moment, but, like, let's not pretend like she don't. Let's not pretend like
right,
Heavenly was being like Heavenly's being, but she was really over the top. I was like, "Oh, Heavenly, baby, relax when you pop a blood vessel." So I get it, but at the same time, like, she wasn't matching her energy at that point, but she has in the past. So understand how we got here, and
right. Yeah,
just
let's start.
go find yourself some peace.
But at the same time, Heavenly is misdirected because your anger should really be with Jackie. Jackie's the one who put her in this position. I said I wouldn't have invited her to no more Met Galas, but whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even think this shit. They need to scrap this because y'all only sold 8 tickets. Don't got a venue. Don't got no food lot. Don't got nothing going on. Just call it
that's because the
quits.
girlfriends is upset with each other because Jackie looked like she was in her feelings when Heavenly asked Quad to be her campaign manager, and now Heavenly's in her feelings about this whole Toya thing. Because, I mean, we're making an example out of Toya, but at the end of the day, you're running over to Heavenly asking Heavenly to fix it. So which is it? What's it gonna be? Has she learned the lesson yet? What are we doing?
Right. Clearly, she hasn't learned anything. So this,
And are you
um,
going to let it crash and burn under Toya, or are y'all going to do something about it?
yeah. And Eugene feeling the way that they said, "Oh, we just did it so Toya can so it can fail." Well, it's failing. So I don't know why Eugene feeling the way it is failing.
well, he made it seem like that's what the collective was said, but it was only Heavenly that said it on that bus.
But that's
It,
not what Heavenly
That's not what she
said.
said on the bus, though.
Right. That's
Unless
not what she said.
yeah,
That's just how he took it.
yeah.
But that's
mm-hmm.
not what she
Well,
said.
yeah. Well,
Unless
She
she
said
she
said
teach
said
it
her
for
a
her to
lesson.
anyway.
fail, teach her a lesson. Yeah, that was
Right.
right.
Teach her
Teach
a
her a lesson.
lesson.
Right.
Basically,
And she,
she just show
and
her
she
how it
claims she
feels to
learning her
run something.
lesson.
Right.
Yes, that's what she claimed.
If
Unless
she
She
they
if
said
said
she
it
that the
and we
first
didn't
day.
see it.
But no, you gonna feel this.
if she learned her lesson, then I wouldn't even be arguing. Well, we bought wine. Stop bringing that up. You're gonna have to take these lessons. You didn't get nothing for the
Mm-hmm.
past 2 years, so you
And
just
he
gonna
Yeah,
have to
should
take.
also stop defending
yeah,
her on that point.
they don't want her to fail, but they definitely want her to feel it because they
Yeah.
names are on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie don't want it to
Why don't
fail.
you step in and say, I'm gonna give double the donation or triple the donation since I ain't get the last 2 years. That might
Mm-hmm.
help something, but nope, she ain't
Right.
Yep.
doing
Your
nothing.
apology, yeah, pay it forward. That what you do.
Right.
Put your money
Mhm.
up.
Well, obviously they can't. That's why they donated that discounted wine.
That
Free
part.
But
wine.
then Jackie, Heavenly
Rewind,
did
right?
get on Jackie and tell her that it's your fault that we going through this because you shouldn't have
Yep,
put Toy in that position.
rightfully so. It is
I
Jackie's
said,
fault.
"Oh,
And then
dokie."
Simone went and had her head in this trip. She don't need to be heading the trip because she need to be working on the daggone Met Gala since she can't. Clearly, she
But
can't
why
do
are they
both.
doing it? The Met Gala is every year. The Met Gala should be able to sell itself.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
tired of talking about it. Why are we
Because
talking about it on the trip anyway?
Well, you
we
gotta
have
have the
something
venue
called
and
the
the
pink
date at
ice
least.
here, and every January it's sold out the January prior to. Like when the people buy their tickets for January of 2026, baby, they working on 2027 because it's a nice event. It's for the AKAs. Everybody and their grandmama be there. So for somebody, y'all doctors, y'all on television, it seemed like this should be a sold out event
Because they
before it even starts.
unorganized.
Yeah,
Where are
but
you?
they
Okay,
starting to do stuff at the last minute though.
Oh,
That's
I'm
the
I
so.
was
only
gonna
Oh,
say
thing.
we're
okay.
not in the paper age anymore, but where are your email blasts? Like you're not emailing people from the prior
Right.
years. Like what are we doing? They don't want to
Right.
come.
This should be
I don't.
sold out before it even starts because of who's hosting it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Had they had the proper meetings in place, then they would know who's supposed to take ownership. Is Toya taking ownership of all of everything? Because yeah, she can throw a party, but that don't mean anything. Like a small little party at the house or with the cast is one thing. This type of event is something else. Like they just should have had more conversations, and it seemed like they just doing it just for the show. Like, all right,
Hmm.
to have it and ready to go for the show. We shouldn't even be seeing all this. We should just be seeing
Right.
Met Gala at the end of the season, and that be it.
But how do y'all feel about Brandy's? Was like, y'all, I ain't know nothing about this. Y'all want my money? You know, how y'all feel
I
about
agree.
it?
That's crazy.
I agree
They
with
not,
her,
they should be
but
having meetings and
Yeah.
breaking this stuff down. Everybody should be included. Quad even does stuff, and Quad ain't even medicine no more. She be doing stuff.
Hmm.
So sit everybody down.
that's true.
Stop doing this
Yeah.
little dumb shit. Have a formal meeting. Sit everybody down. Explain everything. Break the duties down, like Heavenly said at the damn scrub thing, and then maybe we can move from here. But it feel like they
Hmm.
leaving everything on Toya. Toya not doing what she's supposed to do. Jackie's looking like a dumbass because you running to Heavenly. And then, like,
So
what
disappointed.
part are you gonna pick up, Jackie? What are you gonna do?
I'm so disappointed.
Jackie just gets
Jackie
away
said she don't want to be
unscathed.
hands on no more.
Jackie gets away unscathed every
I
time. It's
was rooting for you, Jackie. I
like,
wanted to believe Jackie did not give her. I told y'all Jackie just did that. She just let it. She just paid no attention.
Jackie just a figurehead for the
I,
Met Gala at this point too, because she ain't doing a damn thing.
thank you, Leslie.
I
Thanks
be
for
thinking
stopping
Jackie
by.
be toning them out sometimes. I be like,
Oh yeah,
oh
for
Lord.
sure. All
but
that
she
hooting
just
and hollering.
If they
Mm,
can't,
mm, mm.
if it flops this year, then they might need to put the Met Gala on pause. We was fine prior to this. I don't know why we even doing this because ain't never raised no
Or
money.
hire somebody
it
else to do it. If
it's
y'all
part of their
collectively can't
formula,
do it,
Shank.
hire somebody. Hire.
Yeah, a collective. Hire but y'all can do it. They can do it. They
They
just need
can.
to
They're
do
not
it the proper way. They need to plan it properly. It
because
should
they
be
too busy
planned.
fighting.
Child, it's nothing to fight about if you plan it correctly. It's nothing to fight about.
It's been a mess the last 2 years.
But
First, they
they
was
don't
giving
like each
away
other.
an ashtray as a gift. Then you got a big check for a measly $1,000. That's the best y'all could raise. And now y'all not even selling tickets. Sometimes you just gotta
Right.
say win.
This thing should be selling itself.
We should take a little step back until we can get this right.
Mm-mm-mm.
So the
Then
next
y'all,
day,
what? Then they do when they giving like what is called bidding when you bid on people like to go on dates or whatnot. That is so whack.
Yeah.
yeah,
You should be bidding on
Auction.
dental work. I mean, everybody has a particular thing they do.
Right.
Bidding on dental work, bidding on O shots, bidding on you know,
Dr. Brandy, doesn't she
yeah, uh
esthetician? Some of that.
yeah, Botox, fillers,
Mm-hmm. Some.
whatever whatever Angel does, whatever her specialty is,
And I'm
shit, you
sure they
know.
can write that off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
that was
should
the
be
one idea that Toya had that I mentioned.
Damon's a pain management thing. Pain management. Eugene does the weight loss thing. Child, they should
Or
all that
offer
stuff should be
a
this
free
thing should sell
consult if you
itself.
don't want to give out work. Offer a free consult, something.
This thing should sell itself.
Mm.
It
Maybe
should, but
Mm-hmm.
We asking for too
they
much.
they don't have no system in place, so they
They
can't sell
don't.
it.
yeah. So the next day
Give
we see
away some of them damn scrubs or something. Shit.
Something. Incurable is something.
the next day Brandy's husband arrives late because we know the flight was delayed. And then we see Eugene trying to justify like why he's jumping into women's business and why he feels some kind of way that Damon didn't jump in and he didn't speak up. He felt like, okay, well, the Damon I know would have been jumping in too. And it's like, well, there was women arguing. Meanwhile, Damon's telling Heavenly, like, look, I don't need to jump in unless there's men involved. I don't, you and Toya arguing. I don't need to jump in for that. So I'm with Damon. I don't know. I think we all agree that we with Damon on this, and Eugene he really got
And
an
then,
issue.
like Damon said, they be fighting 1 minute and they be fine the next minute. Like Quad and freaking Simone was in there taking each other's head off and then hugging in the pool. Like this every season we do this. So
I
what
think
you
he
get in the middle of it for?
has an issue because Heavenly keeps talking about his manhood, But be mad at Toya.
And
She
Toya and him ain't never gonna be friends like that. But they go through their periods where they're more cordial to each other. But
Yeah.
Not you got Steve.
We're not gonna act like Toya wasn't starting shit the whole first beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think, of course, I think we said this before. She was doing that because, Heavenly's running for office and she can't react the way you want her to react. So it's like you taking jabs at her, knowing she can't respond the way she would normally respond. Because she's a lot, but she's been a little bit reserved more so
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
than
these
any other
last couple
season.
episodes is the most like rah she's been all season because the rest of the season she been walking away. So now she on the bus blacking out. She over here blacking out. I'm like, girl, breathe. She said, I
Well,
can't take it no more. I've been quiet
they're
all this
gonna bring it up. Simone brought it up when she was yelling the night before, and Simone was like, "Well, this is practice for politics," and I'm like, "Here she go again. Leave it alone."
Hmm.
time.
They got to throw their little jabs in.
All the time.
Now, Dr. Bernard arrives, and then we see some flashback pictures of him and Angel back in 2016. She said like they was dating before, but he was playing games, and in the meantime, she had multiple relationships, had 2 kids, and she still don't know where they stand. I'm like, I don't even know why you bought him because you
Nowhere.
and
They
Clive
had
are the
nowhere.
worst men y'all could find. He didn't brush
You
his
get
hair.
that D and going about your business. That's it.
He ain't packed the right clothes because he
Right.
had on sneakers. And I'm like, bruh,
I'm
you could have
like,
put on some little polos,
Then she sent them to go
kids and stuff.
play with the fellas. Like they don't even know this man. Like I mean, he's a doctor, but they don't know him like that. I'd be like, I'm gonna go get something to eat and relax till you get back. I ain't going to play with the
something like
men.
that. Her Brandy's husband and Bernard coming on this day didn't make like had they came the night before where they were actually doing a couple things. Plus, I would have liked if they were there for that dinner because I'm curious to see, what Dr.
Yeah.
Bernard would have said to those questions since they've been dating since on and off since 2016.
I
But
think we got another dinner coming up though, right? Or
Yeah.
is that
That's
the
when
rest of this dinner?
Curtis
I think
Yeah,
There's
so
another
saying
that
shit
one.
one.
he ain't got no
Okay.
business.
yeah, but that
Yeah.
wasn't at a dinner though. That's when they were separated.
Yeah, that was separated in different
Uh,
groups.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
Dr.
Okay.
Bernard was gonna pipe up about something at a dinner table. I thought I saw that in the
I
preview.
thought
So
it was
maybe
this dinner. Well, I guess they're gonna drag.
we
They're gonna
might have one more dinner. I guess.
yeah, they're gonna stretch this out. But I mean, him coming in there acting like he didn't know it was a couple's trip, that was crazy to me because it's like we just talked about
Lies.
mean. I don't understand. His attitude was nasty, like he didn't want to be there. And it's like, oh, you were just the only one single. Like we already talked about this.
You are here for the cameras, sir. Please be so for real.
Mm-hmm. Any more thoughts on Dr. Bernard's appearance?
Mm-mm.
No.
Uh-uh.
So then we get to the
He ain't
activity.
hit like I thought he was gonna hit. I'll say that. I just want to see. I just want to
Right.
see him tussle with the men's and defend his boo. Because right now he's coming in looking real sassy, and I can't do a sassy man. Okay.
Right, we already got King, so it's like I don't need somebody that's King adjacent coming in.
Right. We
And I
tolerate
thought she was
Eugene because he's
surprised.
mostly cool.
He was like, "This is a couple trip. Why we here?" He like, "Why I'm here?" He said, "When he heard it was a couple trip, he like, okay, we ain't a couple."
Because
But
I
you
invited
knew
you, I told you, and now you decided to show up all late and wrong.
you literally just said it's a couple's trip on the phone.
Right.
Like, why are you acting like this is new news? Like that.
You thought you was playing?
Right.
I would have to say, cut the camera dead ass. You can go home.
Right.
Right. Breaking the fourth wall and everything, child. Like I know you
Okay.
lying.
You better make me flip out, bro.
Yeah. Is you saying that you know it's a couple's trip? You acting like you don't want to be here? Like, wait a minute. You gonna call me on the second day? Like, fine, I'll come. Like, you doing me a favor? Like, Angel, you could have picked somebody else.
And then she was like, I'm here. Like put a smile on your face. I'm like, tell him something, sis. Come on.
Production got a hand in there. Like, why you invite your friend Bernard? Because they want to invite the man who had interaction with Toya and when she outed Angel about another man.
I don't know why Dr. Bernard was there at the family reunion. I mean, he was a little bit better then. Maybe because she said, okay, I'm going to get you your own room. He felt some kind of way.
Yeah, he thought they were gonna be bumping uglies. There you go, Mo.
Yes.
So we get to the activities. And then that's when they split up. That's where Dr. Bernard went in the sprinter with the men. I wish that I don't think we should have split up. I think we should have had everybody together, especially because we know people were coming late. And then Brandy and her husband didn't even get to spend hardly no time together before we did this. So, and I don't know.
They left early, didn't they?
Yeah, they left early before when they got there. They was leaving, so it was like
Yeah.
the whole thing didn't even make sense. But
No.
the women were doing some rafting, water rafting. They were complaining about the water being dirty, and I'm like, oh, it's a river, so you know.
What you expect? Right. This ain't no ocean.
I was with quiet, like I mean, I be bougie. I like to see clear water too, but just have fun. Like I'll complain about everything.
Well, we know one person. If they get wet, they ain't gonna wash their ass. So
y'all
y'all
ain't in the same house. Y'all ain't she could be dingy in her own room, in her own quarter. Like,
Scott ain't gonna be playing that. Scott gonna tell you if you don't go wash your ass.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess that dolphin water was a little clearer than this. This is muddy. That's why Jackie was like, I don't think so. Meanwhile, I feel like the men were doing what the women probably wanted to do, just chilling at the beach. I don't know. So I was like, I thought they was gonna all ride together. There was enough room in one sprinter, but Eugene tried to say Damon like
you got the cameraman, Shayna. You know you had to have cameraman.
I still see
that dirty water was disturbing me though. I'm not gonna hold you, but
I mean, I don't like rivers and lakes, but I feel like we might as well. And y'all sitting on the thing. I ain't swimming in it.
I was gonna say, but they were taking that to the spa, right? It wasn't like they were like getting in the water. Because at first I thought, I was like, "Are we doing mud baths?"
I thought they was getting in the water.
Right.
Yeah. When I first saw the trailer, I'm like, "Oh no."
I know
they was
just going across
like they had to put in arm work and stuff. Like y'all just sitting down there just to get just relax.
Yeah.
Like it's not that. I don't like dirty water either, but I mean it ain't that serious. But Toya should probably figured out if people was gonna be, okay with that before she signed up for this activity.
Have the proper footwear. That's it.
But when Eugene tried to
take your feet off and your shoes off and just have your bare feet,
you can rinse your feet off. But when Eugene tried to ask Damon, like, "Hey, can we talk?" and Damon was like, "No," I thought that
like this.
As soon as she said, "Can we talk later?" Damon was like, "No." He started shaking his head. No, I'm tired.
I'm with Damon. Like,
I'm talked out. We've talked enough. How many times we're gonna talk about it? You don't like my wife. Like, I got it.
This is the same thing over and over. You always gonna say she's disrespecting Toya or whatever it is you got to say. Like this ain't even a new conversation.
Right.
So what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say to her?
Right. I would have been talking to Bernard, like, "Hey, so who are you again?" I was cracking up when he was like, "I thought he was one of the employees." Like, he was walking on.
That's it.
He had a whole attitude when they're like, "What's your name?" He was like, "Bernard, please."
We remember you from that one time with our families. You think we remember you? You weren't even introduced.
Because unless y'all work together, you know what I'm saying? Because some of them, know each other through the medical field. But unless y'all work together, how am I supposed to know you, sir?
It wasn't even like Angel was like, "Well, this is my man." She said, "This is my friend." So you're not worth remembering. Right. I don't need to remember your friend.
Okay.
Brandy and her husband leave. Well, I seen pictures of
Steve was cracking me up with this walk, though. I was like, "Steve, now listen to Steve."
That was funny. Because after he did that, he tried to lighten the mood. Didn't work. It only worked for a second. Gene laughed at that because I already know he came there. He already had an MO. Like, listen, I'm coming to argue.
He said, "I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna say what I gotta say." How about that?
They laughed for 5 seconds and then Eugene started going on a little rant. I don't know what he was talking about. It was the same old thing. Damon said something. I didn't really care. Candy, thoughts?
Scott, thoughts on? I'm sorry, I was talking to my baby.
Damon and Eugene arguing at the end.
Damon was right. Eugene is just trying to take up for Toya. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. And Damon, I think Damon was like, the women are gonna argue, or I can't remember exactly what he said, but I whatever Damon said, I'm with, because Eugene was getting on my nerves this episode, and the way Steve mocked him, I said yes. That was him marching off. Because I'm gonna need you to go sit down somewhere, okay, sir? Because it ain't that deep. The women gonna argue. This is what they do. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
is ever in any harm. Nobody's ever in harm's way.
Right. I
If it
mean,
is, you can pull
They
your
not
wife
trying
and
to
tell her,
tussle.
come on.
They just talking.
Yeah,
It's
they're
crazy.
talking, and yes, Heavenly might use curse words, but when do curse words? When does curse words give you a black eye? Curse words don't break your arm. Curse words don't put you in the figure four. Curse words don't put you in the headlock. Why is she in harm's way, Eugene?
I just don't know what
The way she
Eugene wants
cussed
to
you out the other
do.
week, sir. Please.
like I
What
said, it was
else?
all
What do you
that
want?
man comment. When she
What
said
do
when she
you?
called
Yeah.
him in, he was like, "I've had it."
You didn't get on
What
my
does?
nerves. I was
What?
like, go
Okay.
change
Yeah.
your temp. I was like, go change your tampon because you
Go
starting
eat a
to
Well,
biscuit, okay?
because he
but
started
what
getting
does
on my
he want
nerves.
Damon to do? Like, how many times you gonna keep having the same conversation? Even if he does go say something to Heavenly, like he said, they gonna be over it and on to the next thing, and then they're gonna be arguing
Mm-hmm.
again the week after that. So, like, what? Like, just let it go.
He said, "Wait, I don't know what he want me to do." He said, "I just let y'all go, and even though when you wrong, I don't agree with everything you
Mhm.
do. I'm just not gonna hem you up." I'm like, "What you want him to do? Snatch her up by
Right.
the
Like, what is he
throat,
supposed
by
to
the collar,
do?
Now, unless they get to
cuss her
fight, and then
out?"
I might
Right.
jump in and make sure I can grab my wife and make sure my wife is okay. I'm not gonna touch no other woman as a man, but it's like,
Exactly. And then
what are
you
you
heard what
looking
Eugene
for?
said. He said then it come to a point where I might have to start arguing with women. And I don't want to do that.
Go
Excuse
ahead
me? That's
then.
how you
Man,
feel?
If you feel
Shoot,
like
You
arguing,
are
jump.
too involved, sir.
he's
Let's
been
see how it
arguing with
okay,
works
women
out.
since season one.
You are too
Eugina,
involved.
Eugina.
He's
Hmm.
always he's the only husband that does it too. It's not like because he's talking about the Damon I knew from before. I ain't never seen Damon get in women's business.
Damon don't pay that shit.
No,
I saw Damon pull heavily once or twice.
one
Yeah,
And,
time he talked to her
and he
outside.
got on her
twice.
ass bad and she was like,
Right.
okay.
And
Cause
he still
Okay,
went outside the house and did it. Yeah, the cameras
right.
was
yeah,
there.
right.
He's
That
never
was
gonna
on the way to the
correct
car.
her. He's gonna
Yep,
always
Exactly.
in
yep.
private. He's always gonna correct her in private. I don't know why
Mm-hmm.
Eugene wants him to correct her in public. You can't even get your wife under control.
I think he
That
Okay.
part.
In
recognizes
private
that,
or
like,
public.
that this is a
Now there's that.
character and this is a show and this is her job and this is just gonna be what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna just let her cook and I'm gonna be over here doing what I do.
Am I
Because that's the one
disrespecting
thing.
my wife? Baby,
That's the
do
one
you
thing
do
I
your wife
even
like
like
that when she
about.
disrespect you?
Nope.
Right.
That part.
That's the
Child,
one thing I
bye.
like
They
about the men.
disrespecting my
And the
wife.
disrespect don't go one way. They both go at it. They both are the
They
same.
do.
Right. They both are disrespectful to one another.
All right, that's
The
right. I don't
same person,
understand.
different font. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Exactly. And you
And that's the
always
one
saying
thing
my
I
wife
like
can
about
handle
the
herself.
men.
Well, let her handle herself.
right.
Because
What
they
you
get
mean?
together and they be having their own business and they don't let typically they don't let whatever the women are going through interfere with them. They get together, they smoke their cigars, they have a good time,
Right.
they go play
Mind
golf.
their business.
Like, I like
Mm-hmm.
that. There's no need for us to be bickering over these women because
Right.
they gonna be
Eugene's
all
been
right.
letting it get to him. He's been letting it really. Last season he was on this, and it's like maybe because he felt like Damon used to be his mentor,
They gonna be all
but
right.
we're outside of work. Like,
Damon don't have time for all that foolishness. And yeah, we know Heavenly is a lot. She's outlandish. She says a whole lot of stuff. She go overboard. But words don't what do words do? Words don't hurt nobody. I mean, y'all call each other bitches all the time. So
Toya do the
there's
same
that
thing.
shouldn't be no problem.
hey Tamika,
Toya do the
Hi,
same thing.
Tamika.
She be rude with hers. And
Yes.
then
She
she
was
right?
be
rude
calling it.
at that
She just be calling it like she real, like because I'm real. I'm gonna just say whatever.
but no,
No,
you be
you can
wrong.
be
She was
real and be respectful. Like
hmm
let's keep it weird.
but she
Right.
was wrong when they had the when they were doing the affirmation thing, the five love languages. You don't know
Yep.
the love
Mhm.
language? Girl, why does it matter if he does or does not?
I
Why is
mean,
that a
not for
problem for
nothing.
Yeah,
you?
He really should after all them
yeah.
years
Because
because
But
it
why
goes
is
to
that your
show you
problem? Why you so
it's
turned
not.
up about
So
that?
she like to point it out when it's somebody else.
Well,
Not
girl, point out your shit because we don't have affirmation,
That's her
nothing.
homegirl though. That's her homegirl.
yeah.
They be
Child.
tag teaming folks.
Right. I wouldn't have minded if she did it if she didn't make such a big deal at her event at her house when she was like, "Oh, well, this is my marriage. Y'all attacking my marriage." Because now it's
Mm-hmm.
like now you can't say anything because you kind of said, "Don't say nothing about my marriage." So now you put yourself in a position where somebody gonna be like, "Well, why are you talking about theirs?" Otherwise, I'd have been like, Cecil, please. Like, that's ridiculous. Y'all been married for 30 years.
And then you disrespect your husband by having these naked men around your house. And I think that's so disrespectful. Because when
You don't
Mimi
mind
and
that.
they were saying they're gonna go to lunch together or meet up or whatever, Mimi was like, no naked men, right? What ain't no real man going I ain't gonna say real man. Ain't no man gonna want no naked man walking around his house.
I
Really?
don't think Eugene minds because he
I don't
just
think
gets the
he's mine.
women. He
I
lets them
don't
have the
care.
men and
You are
he gets
not
the women. That's
no,
their relationship.
no.
So I'm gonna give
I
him
think
that.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
mean,
they
if he
that's
gonna
why
be
they
yelled at, so yeah.
That's why they
If
handle
you
the business the
do,
way they handle because he allows her to let naked men walk around their house, whether they gay or straight. That's
who?
disrespectful.
yeah. I mean, I personally don't like it, but at the same time, and that's what she should have been thinking about is will your guests appreciate it? Because it didn't seem like
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
that's
liked
disgusting.
it. But I mean, as far as him, I feel like he didn't like that's their, you got to know your man.
you know your partner, so I don't have a problem with it in their marriage. But
Right.
yeah,
Really, my
I
main problem is just how she talks to him, especially in public. Like, if you're gonna do that, at least do it behind closed doors. Like, doing it in front of everybody. Even this time when she didn't go, when he said, "Come on," because he said, "If something's getting too hot, we're gonna go to the room." Like, your husband saying he wants to go to the room, just
it's
go.
just heavenly. Nobody else is just heavenly. I'm not going. I was like, dang, sir, you
It
can't
took
even
for
get
a
that
straight
right.
hat to jump on the table for her to go. Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the one time your husband says, "Okay, come on, Toya, let's go," to try to show some dominance, he can't even show that he's a leader in that.
Stray cat
He
named
said you don't know
Eugene
how to
jumped on the
lead.
table with his puss. Stray cat.
Okay.
She said she's allergic to cats. Like, oh my goodness, why did it take for your allergy to jump on the table for you to leave?
Oh
What are we
God.
even arguing about?
Y'all are funny.
But I don't know.
I'm
Eugene,
just
like
saying.
that's why maybe that's why they shouldn't be hosting it because it's like, look, Eugene just too emotional.
Yeah,
He's more
if
emotional.
it's gonna really bother him like this, maybe it's time they tap out, child. Because we've been doing this for 12 seasons. Y'all been here since the beginning. Like Toya been on what she been on, okay? And
Right,
the women break up to make up. So
Right. Your wife been in a whole fight season one.
right,
Really? Because she ran her mouth about somebody's business, okay?
right.
So let's
And really,
let's go back
Eugene
to
is
the
the one who
beginning.
outed it, but Eugene is the one who outed that business, and he was
He
wrong.
did. He did. He
Yep.
did. He did.
He was the one.
I forgot
Well,
that
I mean,
was
they
Eugene.
both one and the same, and I think Damon got some heavenly traits in him too. That's why they kind of
Yep.
clashing.
Yeah, that's
They
why
just
they
them just
go
vibes.
together.
Yeah, like they like their vibes. But Eugene just it's like I can understand if this was a couples conversation and everybody was at the table. The
Right.
men weren't even over there, so you went out of your way to run over there to insert yourself in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
please, like I need him to get some business. I don't
And it
know.
wasn't like nobody was
Cause
jumping up out their chair and walking towards her. Like they be yelling all the
Right.
time.
Right? Talking about
because he's
Damon.
so used to having Toya telling him her version of what how things went
Mm-hmm.
down. Now he getting upset, and he automatically have this preset of everybody's attitude when they talking to Toya,
Mm-hmm.
especially Heavenly, because I'm
But
pretty sure
sir,
she been
please be
pillow
so
talking to her
cool.
husband about what went down with the lady group when they go out and stuff. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
even with the angel thing, he was in his confessional like, "Oh, Toya was wrong, and she knows that." Does she? Stop speaking
Right.
on her behalf. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want you to talk for her, so she don't appreciate it that you're trying to defend her. She don't
And
want.
she knows that. Does she know
she
Right.
said that all low. No, say that and yeah, speak up on
Okay.
that versus the other part.
She like, don't speak for me. I don't know nothing. So stop. But that was the end of the episode. Any more thoughts on this episode? I thought we were gonna get a little bit more than we got.
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
told you
me
they was
too.
going to drag it out. I told you was going to get one fight this episode and one fight the next episode. So I guess we gonna get the men the next episode. And we got this wasn't even really a fight. I mean, they just
Yeah.
was
Just
talking loud
sparring.
and
Just
screaming
little
like they needed it.
words.
I think with
Yeah.
all the people coming in and out and late and all this, I kind of just threw it off for me. Like whoever's there the first day, that I feel like that just need to be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does throw it off the dynamic of the group.
It's just I don't even know how Brandy's husband's connecting with the guys. It's like we see him as much as we seen Bernard. I don't even remember her husband's name.
A
Hey,
little bit
Bernard,
more.
where's Wayman?
At least they look. At least they knew who he was, okay? Because he was at the he was with the fellas when
Yeah, they knew who he
the ladies was
was.
on the
Mm-hmm.
Girl
But that's
trip.
because he's Brandy's husband. Angel said, "This is my little friend." So I mean, I don't need to commit that to my memory.
You
My little
right.
pony.
I don't need to commit no friend. No, this is my little
But at
best.
least he can walk in the room and they know who the hell he is. Oh, that's her husband.
We ain't need well, they never thought they would see Dr. Bernard again. So well, now I guess they gonna know.
Neither did we till we seen the coming attractions and it was like Dr. Bernard.
Yeah,
I
we
would have
thought
When he
screamed.
knocked on that door, child, they was looking at him like, "What? Who is this? What?"
well
That
Toya,
was
well,
so weird. I wouldn't have even went. I would have felt awkward. Like I don't know these people. I gotta go hang out with them. Like let me just go get something to eat and chill. I'll be here when you get
Hmm.
back.
but he's there. He came for camera time. So if you coming for camera time, get on camera.
Nah, as a couple, I ain't gonna get on the camera by myself looking crazy.
And he said we ain't together.
Ooh, well,
But I think Toya doesn't know that he's there yet. So that is the like I guess at that dinner when she
Oh Lord, is she gonna have a fit
oh,
about that?
you know
yeah.
she
So
is.
and
Cause
Eugene
next week with
act
Curtis,
like Toya don't make a scene, but Toya about to make a scene.
yeah. And that thing with Curtis getting into it with King talking about they ain't living right. And it's like Curtis, you wasn't
Please,
living right and
oh,
you
for
was
real.
married.
Okay,
Curtis, move around.
right
Curtis, move
message,
around.
wrong messenger. Please go on somewhere.
Right. It just first of all, because you was doing everything right, but Jackie was having fertility issues too. Don't you think that that is a little inappropriate to say? And you
Mm-hmm.
and we know what you was
Curtis
doing
needs
in
to be
your marriage.
quiet.
Right.
I'm with Scott. You too. You not old enough to be staying. You got no damn dementia. Shut your old behind up. Acting crazy. 'Cause who are you?
With your misshapen ass,
Like,
shaped
who
like a ice cream cone.
sit
Right.
first stone? Like, what are we even doing here? People
Right.
be
They
getting
act
on
like
their
you
high
gotta
horse.
raise the baby. Like you don't got to take care of the baby. Why is it bothering you?
Please mind your business, Curtis. Go back to your golf game or Jackie or something. I don't really care. But
Go
please do
find something to do.
Right.
I'm
just
like,
chime in. Ain't nobody asked you. I
go on
guarantee
with
you.
that.
There
Go
nobody
somewhere
asked.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll go
Well,
around and
now
see
we
what.
know why they're together with his old judgmental ass. Him and Jackie.
Well, yeah, they're together for something. I don't know why they still together, but
We know they ain't together for this.
Jackie, she was
Listen.
like, what? What is that?
These older women don't be wanting to get a divorce and start over or be by themselves.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Especially Jackie, definitely from the generation where you don't leave.
Exactly.
Jackie give, don't touch me long time.
Would you want to touch this embarrassing man? I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to. She already couldn't
He ain't
have.
never there. So
I
like
mean,
he don't even, you never hear, not because you military and you always overseas or something. You not here because you playing freaking golf and you doing what God knows what in the Dominican Republic. So yeah, I might
That's
not
true.
have touched you in a while because yeah, I don't want to touch you.
He must make a lot of money doing whatever he doing.
I doubt it. I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't know, but I doubt
Mm,
it.
She when she traveled to Jamaica alone, she was completely fine. She was actually smiling.
she
yeah.
was content.
Jackie just like
Yeah,
to
that's for
work more
Hmm.
than
sure.
she like that man because you got all that tree. You not climbing that tree. Like you just get old and decide you don't want to climb it no
I
more?
don't
I'm
want to climb the
confused.
tree somebody else been climbing on.
Well,
That old
I'm
ass
talking. I'm
tree.
talking about prior to the cheating.
Oh,
Not saying that's her fault either.
No,
okay.
I don't
he
want to
wasn't
say that,
cheating.
but like
No, it's not her fault.
No.
you
But
don't
I mean, I
you
feel like
don't you don't enjoy messing with that man.
he put her through a
Mm.
lot. Because I think she said at one point she wanted to adopt and he didn't. And she wanted a condo and he wanted like she just never got to
Mhm.
have her way. So it's like,
Yeah.
and then you cheated.
Because he
I
already
didn't
has kids, right? She couldn't conceive, and he already
She had a
has
daughter.
kids.
She had a daughter.
Mhm.
Yeah, a child, something.
Yeah. But she
Mm.
wouldn't do that shit 12 years ago. That not 12 seasons ago, but however, not 8, 9, 10. It was too far. Jack, you too old to be wanting to adopt a kid, a baby. That
She
was a bit
adopted an
much.
older kid. She didn't have to get a baby.
Yeah, I
That
think it's
was a bit that
because
was a
it's
bit
like
much.
she didn't get to have her baby. She didn't get to move into her condo. She didn't get. He's cheating. Like it's too much transpired. So now today's day, she like, bye.
Yeah, because she could have adopted like a 10-year-old. She didn't have to get a 10-month-old. She could have got like a 10-year-old.
Who knows what he wants
Child.
to have his baby? But either way, he said he shut her down. And the fact that he has kids and she didn't get to have any is crazy. Like you want to
Selfish.
that, but now you're up here talking about
Did y'all discuss that before y'all got married, or like because like
Well, remember she had the breast cancer and everything. Maybe she didn't know she
Yeah, the
wanted.
breast cancer
I think
caused her infertility.
you just take for granted that everybody can have kids. Like, I don't know. I just feel like throw everything out on the table. Like, I want to have kids, but if I can't have them naturally, how do you feel about surrogacy, adoption? I don't know. I mean, I guess this was a long time ago because in this
You
day
don't
and
think
age,
it's an issue, then you're not
you
gonna
got to have all
really.
these conversations.
And then they got
But
married when they were older
she's a
too. So
Yeah.
yeah, and they were
So
older when they got married.
you know fertility issues and everything else. So I don't. You think that she would all people would have these conversations, but who knows?
I think she probably could thought she could have until the breast cancer thing, or maybe she could have until the breast cancer thing, and that just turned threw everything off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But with the adoption, it's like I mean, he probably felt like, well, I already got a child, but it's like you're not thinking about he never put Jackie first. Not even because she cares about her image. You couldn't even respect
Hmm.
that. You walking through Atlanta holding hands with somebody is insane.
Baby, you 12 feet tall, holding hands with another broad, and she ain't me. Okay,
I'm trying not to say
Mhm.
something out
that's a
loud
problem.
in this live, child, because Curtis would have had a child. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would have adopted my baby. I would have adopted my baby and left Curtis in the dust. But she stayed.
Something would have had to give.
Yeah, I would have got my baby, got my condo. I mean, what you need Curtis for? She
Yeah,
probably.
It
I'd
would
have
have been
found my happy some
adoption. It
kind
would
of
have been
way.
some baby batter in the freezer or something. I'd have figured out a way. Okay.
Well, she the one probably bringing in the money. Like, ninja, please. But
Be a
okay,
whole surrogate walk around with that baby batter.
yeah, that's
Pop
no
up
way.
like, here's your baby.
But then that's why
I'm
she
just
convinced Simone to stay because it's like, oh, I'm miserable, but Simone got to actually see Cecil every day because he don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
go be right in that basement mixing drinks.
Mm.
But we'll go around see what everybody got going on. Any more thoughts on this episode?
Yeah,
So
we
I
ain't have
say
much to say.
tied and through.
Yeah. All right. Well, Candy, what you got coming up?
Sisters tomorrow. Aries and I are going to court tomorrow before Sisters. And then Thursday I'll be doing Paradise episode 4. 4? Yeah, 4. With Mo and Jay and whoever else comes up.
What
And
courtroom
that's
y'all going
all.
to? Y'all going to paternity court?
Uh no, we go. I don't know what we're gonna do. We ain't figured it. We hadn't we'll whichever one we pop up tomorrow and we look at the title and that's what we're gonna do.
One of
If
my
it's
Okay.
classic
I hope
paternity
y'all
court.
do a paternity one for
I
real
want a
one day.
paternity court.
we
A
might find a paternity one.
throwback.
Come on,
I like
Maury.
Judge Lauren Lake. That's why I love. They should have never canceled. That was my show. Mo, she got coming up.
Not too long ago I did the beauty with Kay Bly, Slice of Horror, with the panel, and Paradise Thursday, tomorrow, Sisters live watch along and discussion. And hopefully Friday I can do the Bridgerton season 4 discussion.
Okay, Kira.
Be sure to catch the replay of the cross panel we did yesterday, as well as the replay of the beauty that we did with Slice of Horror earlier. Thursday Paradise. What am I forgetting? Sunday Love is Blind and a weekly huddle, and keep your notifications on. I might have something else for y'all. And subscribe to Red's channel.
Hey.
Yes, please subscribe. Like the video on your way out. Replay gang. Be sure to like the video. What did I do? I did Bell Collective, so be sure to catch the recap for that. And we did Love is Blind with me and Kira and Nina the Diva. So we'll be doing that again this coming Sunday. And everything else, just keep the notifications on, check the community tab. But so it's a big one. Subscribe. We appreciate it. It's free 99. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye bye.